Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scott here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And in today's episode, we will return to the Mother Tree to create a swimming pool high above in the very top of our treehouse. And what better time of the year to create a beautiful swimming pool than in the dead of winter? So let's get this episode underway. Alright, so it's quite chilly out here, so let's head into our climate controlled magnificent cube. So let's head into our tree farm, and it looks like this minecart is totally glitching out on us. Alright, there we go. That thing was spazzing out. Alright, so let's head on up. So let's go past our lobby level and head into the bathroom here. We got the bathroom completed in our recent episodes, and our living room there, and even our bedroom. But let's head down to the living room because I placed our supplies for today's episode in here. So let's grab those. All right, grabbed our supplies for today, and let's head on up. So we'll be going to the very top of the mother tree, and that's where our amazing swimming pool will be. So let's see here. So I cleared out some of the logs, so kind of carved into the tree, and excavated, some of the leaves to create a nice little area to start our swimming pool. So we have our 4 entrances once again coming up here, so that always makes it a little tough in our design, but we'll work through that. So let's head down here and start our design. So when I was looking through the blocks for a good wall for our swimming pool, something that is smooth, kind of a smooth white color. And so of course I was thinking maybe iron would be nice. But, iron's a costly thing in a survival world like this. We don't have much of it, so I thought, what else could I use? The first thing then came to my mind would be wool. But wool underwater looks a little strange, and on the standard Minecraft texture pack, it's got, what am I trying to find the right word? It's kind of got some shadowing on it. That's what looks a little strange underwater. But snow actually looks really nice underwater. It keeps its kind of a nice clean color, and it doesn't get that weird kind of look that wool gets. So that's what we're using, and I think it looks pretty good, and I would love to hear what you guys think of this choice, because it's a big choice in the design of the pool. I'm trying to save blocks, but I accidentally put them down. I didn't mean to. Trying to save some of these blocks, but I would love to hear what you guys think of the use of snow. If you guys have any other suggestions, and if you're building this where you do have the iron resources, I would recommend using it. I would recommend it. Alright, so let's get rid of these so it doesn't melt our snow. Then we'll have a huge mess to clean up. But it would be funny. Maybe. Could go in the Scar Fails to build video. Oh, that could be quite a video right there. Now that could be a good one. Alright, there we go. Oh, and I neglected to make a way for myself to get out. There we go. Now we're going to have to lose a couple more blocks. But snow's fairly easy to come by. Alright, there we go. So now we have the base of our pool complete. So now we need to build a deck. So something nice to stand on, because we can't have this. No, not at all. So let's look at our choices here. So let's pull out some of our materials, and my inventory is an absolute disaster. Okay, so we have our 4 entrances, so we could put a block, a solid block. So let's put that in our inventory, and we'll put that. We'll actually need more of those later, but let's see, we could put a block and then a ladder, but I don't think so. I think that might be a little weird. Let's try building it like this. And we'll take make nice around it like this. I think that looks nice. I think that looks pretty good. That design. Then taking a full block and just placing a ladder on it. I think that looks pretty nice. So let's make that come across here. Also, one thing we're going to also do is, I was thinking we need to make a step coming out of the pool. So we'll do that in like a dark pine. I think it'll make a nice complement to the birch. So let's finish that on the side like we did over there. And yeah, it's fun making a pool. I'm a I love swimming. Swimming was my thing back in the day, and I was a competitive swimmer, and I swam twice a day most of the time. Sometimes I couldn't get up in the mornings, and I'm like, oh, 4 in the morning, no. But I love swimming. Swimming was really, really fun. I really miss it. I haven't been able to really swim since I got sick and was in a wheelchair and things of that nature. So, you know, when you're swimming a lot and you're doing something like that, just, 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day, and boy, it sometimes can get repetitive, and you're just like, oh, I just can't take it anymore. But then when you don't have it anymore and you can't do it, oh, it's kind of a bummer. But I enjoyed swimming a lot. I swam. My first competitive swim meet was when I was 3 years old. So little old Scar was 3 years old, and he got up on the blocks and took a dive in. And yeah, so ever since then I was swimming up until I was 16. I made state in high school, my first year in high school. That was pretty cool. There we go. I made it in the 200 IM. So if you don't know what 200 IM is, let's see, well, I'm blanked on it. It's like a 25-yard pool. It's 2 laps up and back, and then you do each stroke. So you start up with a butterfly, and then you do a backstroke, and then breaststroke and freestyle. And that was my thing. I started to do fairly well at that time. And I really enjoyed that. That was good. Now I wasn't much of a fan of the long distance, but our coach, no matter what, if you were a sprinter, if you were a distance swimmer, everybody did the mile. Everybody had to do the mile at some point in the season. A lot of teams and things like that would never do something like that, but some people thought it was the most annoying thing. Whoops, that our coach would do something like that. But in the end, I think it was a good thing that he would make us do things like that. I think it was. So a mile, I'm trying to remember how long it used to take to do a mile. I'm actually blank on the amount of time. It was a good 20 minutes, maybe, something like that. There we go. All right, so let's take a little second here to look at how we're doing. So right now we're just busting out our deck. So this will be the deck that will surround our pool. And we'll add a few more fancy decorative elements and things like that once we get the base of the deck complete. There we go. There we go. Nice. You know what, I was thinking about it. I actually didn't make state in the 200 IM, even though that's one of my favorite things. I actually made it in the 500 freestyle. There we go. All right, sweet. Got that done. So if there's any of you guys out there and that are competitive swimmers too, if you were a competitive swimmer, you are right now, let me know if you're on like a U.S. sanctioned swim team. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I also taught swim lessons for years. I've started when I was 13. I wasn't paid, but I counted the kids, actually. My coach would tell me to walk around the pool and count the kids. And it was the most humiliating thing ever. And I hated it and I absolutely hated that. But what it led to was eventually getting a coaching position and then moving into actually coaching 3 different levels. So it went up to 10, and I taught 3 of them. That was what I taught 8, 9, 10, I believe. Not always 8, mostly 9 and 10. And that was the hardest. That was definitely the hardest level, and you didn't pass as many kids. It was hard to teach the kids. You didn't pass as many, but the best coaches taught that. And I was always pretty proud to be able to teach kids how to swim. I always thought that was the coolest thing to teach somebody who didn't know how to do something, like swimming, and taught them a real good life lesson on how to maybe one day it may save their life if they got stuck in a precarious position. All right, there we go. We got a beautiful deck completed. So let's now fill our pool. So this will be pretty exciting. So let me get some buckets and I'll be right back. All right, now we got some water. So let's get to it. So how we're going to fill the pool is we're going to put a layer of dirt like this, and then we will put the water on top of it, and then we'll knock the dirt level out, and then it should fill in the pool very nicely. So let's just put a torch right there, just so it lights up so you guys have something to see, because it looked like things were getting a little dark in there. All right, there we go. So let's continue this. To do this, why I'm doing this, especially if you have a deeper pool, that it keeps it so you have a nice flat water in the center, because without this, it takes a little bit more time to kind of figure out the flow of the water and things like that. So let's finish putting this across here. I'm trying to think of any more cool design ideas we could add to our pool. So definitely let me know in the comments if you guys have any other suggestions as we go along. And I can always come back and re-add things to it. I've done that many times where I've gotten great suggestions from you guys. Let's see, do we have a continuous water source? Yeah, there we go. I've come back into other projects and taken some of your guys' great suggestions and incorporated it into the build. I always really appreciate guys giving me feedback on how to improve different structures we've built over time. All right, there we go. There we go, almost across. We lost our torch. And it looks like we've got a flat pool. Nice, so let me bust this out and I'll be right back. All right, look at that. We've got our pool all filled up. So let's make that little deck line here so it's a little bit easier to get in and out of our pool. So let's just put that across here. That'll make things a lot easier getting in and out of the pool. Actually, might make a slight modification to the birch that's right here, this block and this block. I might make a little bit of a change, but we'll finish this first and then we'll take a little look at that. But I think our pool is looking pretty good. It's a nice relaxing pool. No diving boards and things like that. It's just kind of a nice relaxing pool that you can just take a little rest after your long day of building and crafting. So let's put a nice lounge chair. Let's put it like right there. And then we'll make, there, nice. Nice, that looks pretty good. But I have a nice block idea for the back. I think we made that one too big. We'll place you there and you right there. Seems like that's too big. I think that's going to interfere with my idea I just had for that back end. Actually, we're just going to make a single block. Oops. That right there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think we're just going to have a single block there for now, because I have a pretty good idea for there in the coming time. So I'm going to leave that torch there just to keep things lit nicely. So let's start on that idea. So let's grab out this block. We need to get rid of that. Okay, and then we don't have much room in our inventory. I'm just going to throw that out there. We'll pick it up as we come back around when we have a new spot for it in our inventory. So we'll just make a nice surround for the pool. We'll come around here like this, and then we'll put some lights on it. Oops, we'll come back and fix that. But we'll put some lights, put some lights in here. I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's just finish this. There we go. Nice, all right, perfect. Now we have room for our inventory. So let's put 3 blocks here like that, and we'll put 1 in the middle. We'll take out our glowstone and we'll place it like so. Oops. Place it like that. Place it there like that. That was my idea. Now we just need trap doors on the sides. So I'm gonna finish this and I'll be right back. All right, so I completed this side. So this is kind of the design we're going for here. We have some glowstone back there to kind of light it up and make kind of a fancy, kind of modern design. I think it looks pretty cool. Now for over in the pool, this was what I was talking about earlier, where we would change out this 1/2 block here, kind of smooth it out a little bit. So let's do the same on this side. So we'll take out these guys and you, and we'll knock you and you out. We'll fill this in with like that, and we'll knock you out right there. I guess I could have just pulled out some solid blocks, but I will miss this shovel once it's done, or axe. It's been quite efficient. Oops! Oh shoot! We made a mistake there. There we go. Repaired that. Beautiful. There. I think the pool looks a little nicer this way. There's less jagged edges, makes it look a little bit more streamlined. think that looks a lot nicer. All right, so let's finish our lighting design over here. So let's grab out some of these guys. There we go. So let's put that down like so. And we'll put you, you, and you there. The glowstone there. And finish it up like so. Close her up. And put you up there. And then we'll do the steps like this. Join you there. Fix our mistake there. Come over here. There we go. I think we're getting pretty good. I think we're getting just about done with the project here, and I think it's starting to look pretty good. So let's finish our lighting and then take another good look at what we've done. See if there's any last things we can do to improve our design at all. And make sure you guys let me know if you guys can come up with any other good design ideas in the comment section. There we go. Perfect. All right, I think we've got something here. So I'm going to take one more second to adjust the leaves, and I'll be right back. Get out the shoes. All right, welcome back. Just took a little nap here after a long build. So let's head on up and see our finished product. What we've completed in this episode is the amazing Mother Tree pool. So in all of its glory, it's finally complete. We have a beautiful pool down here with this nice deck and lounge chairs and kind of a cool little lighting design that we have right there. And there's a beautiful canopy tree that sits above us. I think it looks quite nice. And if you guys have any suggestions on how it can be improved anymore, let me know in the comments section. Well guys, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, and if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Something new today, and that is Don't Starve. It's an amazing indie game that I recently discovered, and I'm having some great times with it, so I will bring it to you, and hopefully